Hello, and welcome to James Reads from the Star Wars Expanded Universe novels. It's your host, James. I'm here. This time I'm going to be reading from Star Wars Heir to the Empire, the 20th Anniversary Edition. It's by Timothy Zahn. This copy of this book I won actually from participating in the Star Wars Del Rey Star Wars Action Team program by racking up points from doing these videos and other tasks. And so I've got this book and I'm going to read from it. Heir to the Empire originally came out in 1991. The 20th Anniversary Edition came out in 2011. And it includes cool things such as little annotations in the margins of the book by author Tim Zahn and also editor Betsy Mitchell. All right, where are we? He broke off as a shrill whistle split the air. "Bridge to Grand Admiral Thrawn!" Lieutenant Shell's taut voice called over the intercom. "Sir, we're under attack!" Thrawn tapped the intercom switch. "This is Thrawn," he said evenly. "Go to red alert and tell me what we've got. Calmly, if possible." "Yes, sir!" The muted alert lights began flashing, and Pelion could hear the sound of the klaxons baying faintly outside the room. "Sensors are picking up 4 new Republic assault frigates," Shell continued, his voice tense but noticeably under better control. "Plus at least 3 wings of X-Wing fighters. Symmetric Cloud V formation coming in on our scout ship's vector." Pelion swore under his breath. A single Star Destroyer, with a largely inexperienced crew, against 4 assault frigates and their accompanying fighters. "Run engines to full power," he called toward the intercom. "Prepare to make the jump to light speed." He took a step toward the door. "Belay that jump order, Lieutenant," Thrawn said, still glacially calm. "TIE fighter crews to their stations. Activate deflector shields." Pelion spun back to him. "Admiral?" Thrawn cut him off with an upraised hand. "Come here, Captain," the Grand Admiral ordered. "Let's take a look, shall we?" He touched a switch, and abruptly the art show was gone. Instead, the room had become a miniature bridge monitor with helm, engine, and weapons readouts on the walls and double display circle. The open space had become a holographic tactical display. In one corner, a flashing sphere indicated the invaders. The wall nearest to it gave an ETA estimate of 12 minutes. "Fortunately, the scout ships have had enough of a lead not to be in danger themselves," Thrawn commented. "So, let's see what we're exactly dealing with." "Bridge, order the 3 nearest sentry ships to attack." "Yes, sir." Across the room, 3 blue dots shifted out of the sentry line into intercept vectors. From the corner of his eye, Pelion saw Thrawn lean forward in his seat as the assault frigates and accompanying X-Wings shifted in response. One of the blue dots winked out. "Excellent," Thrawn said, leaning back in his seat. "That will do, Lieutenant. Pull the other 2 sentry ships back and order the Sector 4 line to scramble out of the invaders' vector." "Yes, sir," Shell said, sounding more than a little confused. A confusion Pelion could well understand. "Shouldn't we at least signal the rest of the fleet?" he suggested, hearing the tightness in his voice. "The Death's Head could be here in 20 minutes, most of the others in less than an hour." "The last thing we want to do right now is bring in more of our ships, Captain," Thrawn said. He looked up at Pelion and a faint smile touched his lips. "After all, there may be survivors, and we wouldn't want the rebellion learning about us, would we?" He turned back to his displays. "Bridge, I want a 20-degree port yaw rotation. Bring us flat to the invaders' vector superstructure pointing at them. As soon as they're within the outer perimeter, the Sector 4 sentry line is to reform behind them and jam all transmissions." "Yes, sir." "Sir? You don't have to understand, Lieutenant," Thrawn said, his voice abruptly cold. "Just obey." "Yes, sir." Pelion took a careful breath as the displays showed the Chimera rotating as per orders. "I'm afraid I don't understand either, Admiral," he said. "Turning our superstructure toward them." Again, Thrawn stopped him with an upraised hand. "Watch and learn, Captain." "That's fine, Bridge. Stop rotation and hold position here. Drop docking bay deflector shields, boost power to all others. TIE fighter squadrons, launch when ready. Head directly away from the Chimera for 2 kilometers, then sweep around in open cluster formation. Backfire speed, zonal attack pattern." He got an acknowledgement, then looked up at Pelion. "Do you understand now, Captain?" Pelion pursed his lips. I'm afraid not, he admitted. I see now that the reason you turned the ship was to give the fighters some exit cover, but the rest is nothing but a classic Marg Sabel closure maneuver. They're not going to fall for anything that simple. On the contrary, Thrawn corrected coolly, not only will they fall for it, they'll be utterly destroyed by it. Watch, Captain, and learn. The TIE fighters launched, accelerating away from the Chimera and then leaning hard into etheric rudders to sweep back around it like a spray of some exotic fountain. The invading ships spotted the attackers and shifted vectors. Paleon blinked. What in the Empire are they doing? They're trying the only defense they know of against a Marg Sabel, Thrawn said, and there was no mistaking the satisfaction in his voice. Or be more precise, the only defense they're psychologically capable of attempting. He nodded toward the flashing sphere. You see, Captain, there's an Elam commanding that force, and Eloman simply cannot handle the unstructured attack profile of a properly executed Marg Sabel. Paleon stared at the invaders, still shifting into their utterly useless defensive stance, and slowly it dawned on him what Thrawn had done. That sentry ship attack a few minutes ago, he said, you were able to tell from that those were Eloman ships? Learn about art, Captain, Thrawn said, his voice almost dreamy. When you understand a species' art, you understand that species. He straightened in his chair. Bridge, bring us the flank speed. Prepare to join the attack. An hour later, it was all over. All right, you've seen there a little bit of Grand Admiral Thrawn's genius as a strategist in combat. That was from Heir to the Empire by Tim Zahn. We'll see you next time with another book from Del Rey's Star Wars Expanded Universe. And may the Force be with you.